And while you at it peeping this shit, go ahead to youtube.com/waterwaytv and subscribe to that shit. Yeah, you know the waves in it. Baseball with hitting a home run, hit it with the coldest rains. And even on my bad days, I'm a clutch to finish. The track diminished, the booth burnt, hands is itching. Damn.
So
let's get into some topics here. The first one I want to talk about. One second. First one I want to talk about is these new Zaza pills that are going viral on like TikTok. But the TikTok video that I seen, first I seen it on Vice. Vice did a little video on these gas station Zaza pills, which sound like you'd be like, oh, this must just be like a THC CBD pill. But in reality, this shit is basically like the same thing as heroin. I don't know if it has the same ingredients as heroin, but it makes the same effect as heroin. Something like that. But I'll play this quick video on our Instagram for all y'all that are uninformed of the Zaza pills. And we will give our opinions on it.
What is it? And he's like, it's a gift.
This girl saying she was given these pills for free at a vape shop in Minnesota. If you don't know what these are, I'm going to attach a clip from Vice talking about how these are known as gas station heroin. They're highly addictive pills. I guess they're giving them out for free to kids in Minnesota now to try to get them to keep coming back to their shops. So watch this clip, know what they are, tell your kids about them so they're not picking them up at the gas station.
Jacksonville, Florida, to spend some time with a woman named Kristen who's addicted to a drug known as gas station heroin. Gas station heroin is completely unregulated in the U.S., and people describe it as feeling like an opioid. It seems to be more popular in places that were hit hard by the opioid crisis.
It's been almost 30 minutes since I took the Tannerine, and it's definitely starting to work. I'm getting more warm, and I'm not as shaky. I feel happy, feel ready to take on the day now.
A lot of people say that when they try to stop using it, they experience restlessness, extreme anxiety, insomnia, chills.
I had been clean off of opiates for about a year, and I felt that feeling again, and it was like, wow, I can get that from a gas station. So it was like really cool. We tried to quit quite a few times.
So, as you see, there is these pills called the Zaza pills that at the beginning of the video, it kind of got cut quick, but this girl was giving these for free at a tobacco shop, smoke shop in Burnsville.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't know what they were at first, but she did her own research, luckily, like in her full TikTok, besides where it got cut, and then the girl started giving information to where she did her own research and found out that they weren't good for you or whatever, so she never took them. But, yeah, I feel like this fucking, like, the fact that these Zaza pills are even a thing is crazy, that they're, like, will make you feel that way, and that there's just people willing to give them out to try to get kids hooked is what I see it as. But it's a little fucked topic.
Is it a company? A company made them?
Let's see the Zaza pills. It's like,
because
it's just like it's like
yeah. Go ahead.
I feel like it's similar to, like, I mean, you can buy like fucking private parts enhancement pills at the gas station. You know what I mean? Like,
I see what you're saying.
Like it's just
horny
like
goat.
Yeah, like it's another one of those.
It's a supplement.
Zaza Tia, also known as Tiana, is a drug called tianaptine. I'm gonna let y'all read this because I don't know. Is a drug that has continued to gain popularity across the United States. Zaza is a synthetic drug that works like an opioid and is federally legal.
Well, I mean, shit, you just answered it. It's federally legal. But one thing I do have to say is kids should not be taking none of that shit, of course. And homegirl that was just on the video talking, there's no way that drug alone got you. The heroin gas station, that shit did not get you like that. You was on something else. I know.
You know, I think that specific girl was on heroin and stuff before.
Yeah,
but since she couldn't get her hand on it anymore, this was like her.
It was like her replacement type.
Her
shit.
replacement to it, which
that makes sense.
I don't know what like the long-term effects and actual like
of what heroin.
No, of these Zaza pills.
Oh, okay.
Like what? Like if like they could make you probably trip out. I'm not condoning. Do not try these, for one. For any of you that are thinking that maybe I'm trying to find the good out of these things, don't try them. But let's say someone is like a heroin addict, right? Could this potentially be the healthy alternative to that? Like, I don't know if like if this is worse or just as bad, or it just like, does it just give you that feeling for that, hour, and then like it goes away, and then it's just up to you to be like, I want that feeling again. Like, is you know what I mean? Like,
it sounds like a high.
It sounds like it's a high. But like, I don't know if this is meant for like heroin addicts that are trying to quit heroin, and this is like a lower dose. But like at the end of the day, this shouldn't be sold in a gas station.
Yeah, I agree.
Or a corner store or a fucking tobacco store.
Not that easy access. But man, United States, man, land of the opioids, man. So, you know, land of all that, land of the drugs, land of all that shit. So if they gonna find a way to get money off it, the fact that it's legal and this shit still happening says a lot. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. We'll see how long this shit stays legal. Cause did they pull it off the shelves now? Cause after all
this is
shit?
very, very recent.
Yeah, that's
so,
what I'm saying. Like, are they gonna pull it off the shelves, yo?
I think Florida was threatening to ban it or something, like, because that's where the Vice video was.
Florida be on
Yeah, so
bullshit.
this Vice article came out 2 days ago. So this is a lot of new.
This is brand new.
This is like very new discovery, maybe on public.
They gonna pull that shit out
on public access of how bad this is. But yeah, I'd assume it'll probably get pulled and banned soon. But stay off the Zaza pills, y'all. We're spreading awareness. Get off there. Happy 420. Go smoke some weed if you are old enough to make that decision on your own.
Yeah, if you're old enough, go smoke some weed.
Another tip too, I didn't smoke weed until I was 18.
You too? And it's no bullshit. People, I think I'm lying. My homies, they know.
My friends all did.
Man, I was like anti all that. What y'all doing smoking weed? What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all got to be better in life.
Yeah.
Then I started smoking weed. The motherfuckers looked at me like I was a fool. Like, look at this guy.
Yeah, no, I didn't start smoking weed till I was 18, and that was one because I didn't want to go home to my parents high, and I also played sports, and I didn't want to risk not being able to play sports.
Facts.
But I'm thankful I waited though, because I just see a lot of people, and I wouldn't say any of my friends really fall into this category, but I know a lot of people that smoked really, really early, like 11, 12, 13, and it just takes them, either they're more addicted to other drugs, or it just takes them a little bit longer to think about something, or you see them like daydreaming, just dozing off, like on when you're talking to them or certain topics, or they're just like maybe just not as smart, and it's not like it really impacts their life on like, oh, I can't get a job, or I can't drive a car, or I can't hold a conversation, but it's just like there's that small hint of like a little bit, you just permanently a little extra lazy, or permanently a little extra like.
Let's call it what it is. It's they're on drugs and their brain ain't functioning right.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers
because they were too young,
look retarded. Like, excuse my French, but that's just what it is. Like, people look, man. I hate being around people on drugs, bro. Like, I'm not trying to be around nobody that talk like not finishing your words. You sound like a clown. Like, talk, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Get your grammar game up. But no, that shit is crazy. You ever interview somebody on some drugs? I remember I did once, bro.
I did. I have a couple times, and I didn't. And I. This was when I was very. What's it called? I didn't know much about what type of high you're on.
Mm-hmm.
When I see people high, I just assumed you smoked a blunt before this interview.